Good morning, traders. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 9:30 exactly. Good to be with you here. I'm Ashley Reeve, and welcome to the TDM Academy. This is one of our live trading rooms here, guys. Remember, we have 4, 9:30, 12, 3, and 6. What a privilege and what a blessing to be with you guys here. We're going to get started in a minute or two. We're waiting for all the slow pokes to join us here. All right. Before we do that, though, I think you guys by now know our disclaimer here. It's a lot of info, guys. All right. Zones, price levels, different traders will be getting into different places, but please, it's opinion and should not be construed as advice in any way. So we're going to get started, guys, but let's just see who is online. The lovely Tandi's with me here this morning. Hope you're good there, T. We have all our links. They are there, guys. Make sure that if you'd like to open that account, you can do so. You can also chat to our support team via our live chat. That's via our website, guys. And obviously, if you'd like to email them directly, you can do that via care@tdmarkets.com. Shira, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, man. I hope you are good on your side. We're about to kick off. Let's just give it another minute or so for all the slowpokes. All right. Let's get moving. Let's get moving, guys. So let's start it off with the oil price. Now, guys, what's important for us this morning, all right, is the following, all right? We need to do a little bit of fundamental analysis here. And I think it's going to be important because of the FOMC coming on, all right? We have the FOMC coming on tomorrow, and it's going to be important. All right, so let's quickly jump into that. All right, Shira, good morning. Good morning. All right. All right, fantastic. Wonderful. Tabatso, good morning. Fana, good morning. Theron. All right, there we go. We're happy to have you online. Happy to have you online here. Theron, you are at the right place. I can definitely tell you that. All right. You're at the right place. Let's get pushing for this morning. All right, so guys, a bit of fundamentals here on Australia. Let's maybe start off in the east there, right? The Aussie dollar did pull back below that 0.698 area after reaching multi-week highs. It looks like the Reserve Bank governor said that another interest rate hike is still possible, but not sure if it's needed yet. All right, so we want to do some work here. Now, guys, we've been looking at this for some time. I'm going to start over with the AUD-USD, okay? I'm going to start over with the AUD-USD because what I want us to do is to see what the FOMC does to the actual asset, all right? Now, from a daily perspective, guys, if I zoom out here, you can see that there's obviously new highs that have been created here. And I think that's going to be very important. Twista, I see you. Brett, I see you. Gaywen, I see you there. Tato, I see you. Intel, good morning, guys. Good morning. All right. So we're on the AUD-USD. The Governor Bullock did say that another interest rate hike is possible, all right? But they're not sure if it's needed. So we have the FOMC coming out tomorrow, okay, for the US. And we want to try and see what's cracking over there. And I want you to see the actual movement. I want you to see the actual, moment where price moves at certain zones. So that's why, even if I switch on a daily, you can clearly see here, guys, that price has created a new high out of this structure here. Now, that does not mean that we're going to be pushing up, all right? It does not mean that at all. It simply just means, guys, that we want to try and look at what is the short-term movement from where price is now, all right? So that is why I'm only really interested in minute structures. I'm only interested in the minute structures for now, okay? So let's do that. And that is what I'm going to be carrying through now. I started yesterday, all right, and we did a bit of movement in terms of the oil. The oil pushed up, and we're gonna get to the oil, but I started with that yesterday, where it's only minute structures that I am dealing with, all right? So I may look at the hour just to see structure, or in terms of movement, like here, and then I'm going to switch to a lower time frame so we can see what is cracking. All right, so let's do that. Let's go to work on the AUD USD. Now, guys, it's not only about the interest rate here. We must also remember, right? Traders have reduced the chance here of August rate hike. It's from 30% to 20%. That's the percentage chance at this point in time. All right, and obviously they're now waiting that CPI, which is due tomorrow with the US. So it's going to be a very interesting one here, guys. All right, so let's see. So this is now the 1 hour frame. This is the 1 hour frame. We've already reached equilibrium here. All right, we've reached equilibrium here. Now, from what I can see at this point in time, you can see we're consolidating. Now, from there to there is about 50 pips. All right, from there to there is about 50 pips. Are we together? So we're not looking to go all the way up at this point in time. We want to see what's happening inside this area here. That is what I'm looking at. Hence, I'm saying I'm going to the shorter time frames so that we can see that. All right, so there's my 15 structure. I'm looking at a 15-minute structure to see if there's anything there that we can use. All right, 15, 10, and 5, I'm going to be looking for it. All right, so look at the divergence here. Can you guys see the divergence? So that's going to be the number one thing that we look for, all right? Divergence. I'm seeing Anthony there. What do you think of USD JPY? We're going to get to that in a sec, all right? Let's just deal with this quickly. So remember, we're looking for divergence, all right? Now, if I go to the hour, or I go just a little bit higher, just to show you where the divergence is actually sitting, all right? If you look at the 6 hour here, you can see that there's divergence. From a daily perspective, you can see that price has obviously come down. We can see the divergence has happened. So this is massive, actually, guys. That there, look at that. So there's a lot of divergence here. Do you see that? Now, if the daily frame is showing us that sellers are in place, okay, that's what we're getting. Lows, lower low, lower low. So the sellers are dominating. Do you guys see that? Sellers are dominating. So now we go to the shorter term structure to find that specific thing then. All right. So let's go to 10 minutes. Let's see if there's anything here that we can use. Or the 5 minutes. Don't worry, we are doing our work, guys. We want to see what is cracking over here. We're doing our work. Nothing here. So the minute frame has not revealed it yet. Well, at least 15 down. 15 down is not revealed it yet. Looks like we're dealing with the 30 and the 20. I'm trying to see if... Yeah, it has not revealed itself yet, guys. There's a lot of divergence here, but it's not clear as yet as to what is actually happening here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Do you see this area here? Right here? Hold on, let me get the object. See this here? That is what we're looking for. All right, see that? Now, I'm not seeing any... Hold on, I'm not seeing any divergence here to the downside. In fact, in that zone, we're seeing upside. There's more upside there. Okay, so I'm going to keep this as is. Let me keep this as is because the shorter time frames, it's not revealed it yet, guys. The shorter time frames has not revealed it yet. All right. Even if I go to, let me just make sure, even if I go to a 5, it's not revealed it. The 4 has not revealed it. The 3 has not revealed it. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's not. Because this move already happened. The divergence you see there has already happened. The move has already come to the downside. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the new area of divergence. It's not revealed itself yet. There's a pullback taking place now. So I'm going to leave this one. There's a pullback taking place at this point in time. So I'm going to be waiting for some bullish divergence on the short minute frames. And then after that, I'll look for it. All right. So from a minute perspective, watch this now. Watch. From a minute perspective, from there, let's say up is about 16 pips. It's not much. It's not much, traders. All right. From where it is now, up is about 17 pips. All right. For the purposes of our presentation, let me do the analysis, and then we watch it as we go. All right. So that's a 10-minute frame now. 10-minute frame. 10-minute frame, guys. And at this point in time, you can see that we've already gone up considerably right there. Look at that. We above. All right. So let's now go and place my 50 right there, and there's my 100. All right. Now, why am I placing it there? You guys remember that those are key areas where we anticipate price to do what? To go to. The blue line, as you guys know by now, is where entries are taken. And I'm going to show you what has happened there already. Okay, watch this. Check for the USD, please, my brothers. That's Anthony. All right. And then Apalele, you want the hold on, Gaywan, I have a quick question. How did you get your time frame displaying like that below the indicators? Time frame below the indicator. I'm going to try and make sense of that now. If you're referring to like this, if you're referring the time frames, I'm going to get to that. Let's just quickly finish this off. All right. So at this point in time, what we've done is we have gone above the entry. So from there to there is only 5 pips. That is the movement actually. From here to here is 23 pips. So let's watch this. This is a 10-minute frame, guys. 10-minute frame. And I'm going to leave this on exactly like this. All right. I'm going to leave it on. We're going to be watching minutes today, and we're going to be tracking that. Okay. So here we go. From 69721 to 69956. And I'm leaving it as is. I'm just going to leave it like this now. And let's watch what happens here. Remember, trading minute frames are more riskier than trading higher time frames. Okay. So this is where we are. We're expecting maybe some kickback here, a bit of a correction again, but essentially we are waiting for 0.69956. So let's wait and see what's happening there. All right. Okay, when I see your question, don't worry, I got you there. I'm going to get to it. Let me just deal with all of our guys here. USDJPY, I got you there, Anthony. And then obviously Apalele there with the gold. All right, so let's quickly go. USDJPY, guys, we're checking out minute frames here today. Track with Ash here. Now, I have a hourly, 8 hours to be specific, movement here. But I'm going to restart here because I said to you I want to deal with minutes. And guys, we can do this all day. Whether we're trading hours, whether we're trading minutes or days or weeks, it doesn't matter. We can do this all day. All right? There's a lot of movement here. Oof, man. But let's go now to the 15-minute. And let's go see what is actually cracking over here. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. This is beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll use this low here because there is a wick there. We need a candle to balance it out at 162. So this is minute frames. 15-minute to be specific. 15-minute time frame. And I've taken it from this area over here. All right. And we have our 50 here. We have our 50. And then we also have our 100. There's our 100 right there. All right. But what we also need, remember I said to you, I always have that blue line in place, all right? You guys should know the blue line. Guys, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Like the stream, like the stream, like the stream, all right? And then Apalele, let's just deal with one thing at a time. Apalele, let's just deal with one. I'm dealing with Anthony here now, USD JPY, but I see it there, gold, and then BTC. Not a problem. We will put that in, my friend. Okay, not a problem. I got you. 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 So far, we also need to be careful of these highs here. All right, Anthony, be careful of these highs. There's a lot of stop losses here. Right here, there's a lot of stop losses. So if your stop loss is anywhere here for sell, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. In fact, let me do justice. Let's just watch the zone here. Okay, just watch the zone very, very carefully, anticipating the USD JPY. Let me just get, sorry, where's the object here? There we go. So from there to here, that's what we're looking at this point in time, okay? But what we need to do here, we need to break this blue. You see this blue line here, 163.361. 361. We can break that area there. That's brilliant. So I'm gonna let's wait for this. And the pip distance, which you can work out the risk and reward, that's 70 pips. That's a very good amount. Okay. That's a very, very good amount of movement there. Okay. So that's USD JPY, all 15 minutes. So here we have a 5 and 10 and 15 USD JPY down below 163, nothing yet. Okay. Are we together there? Which means if the Aussie goes up, USD JPY comes down. Okay. Now let's go to the gold price. Gold price, we've gone above the 4091. You can see we have pushed up and we've come down again. We've now closed the gap. This was yesterday's stuff. We closed the gap there. It's done. We were in the trading room together when that happened. So let's start over now. We're starting over. All right. I got the 15-minute in here now. I got the 15-minute in, and my word, this is actually phenomenal. All right. This is actually phenomenal. And I want you to watch the zone here. Watch the zone here. There. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just see here. 4093. Okay, nice. All right. So I'm looking at this area here, guys. 15-minute frame. 15-minute frame. This is already on the rise, by the way. Lots of divergence here. Lots of divergence here. Okay. What we have done is okay, so this is where we want to go, and we're going to watch this the entire day. Here's the blue line. Here's the 100. Okay. Now, what we've already done is we've already started moving up this morning, guys. Just so you do know. For everybody that is looking at gold, we've already started moving up here, guys. There's a lot of divergence here. This is a beautiful trade, by the way. Just so you do know, this is a beautiful trade. All right. If you look at this on a 10-minute and even a 5-minute, this is, guys, this is beautiful. Look at this. This is so good. 4093 is essentially where we would like to get to. But I can see here, Tandy, you see this? 4063. 4063 first, and then we do 4093. This is actually beautiful. Look at that. You guys got that? You got that? That was for Anthony. Anthony, no, that was for Apalele. Apalele, we're going to do the BTC now. All right, we're going to do it now. I still got to do CAD JPY. All right, so look at this, guys. So the Aussie dollar here, all right, don't let that fool you. We still moving. It's 5 minutes, all right. Shorter time frames always look very dramatic, very dramatic. So AUD USD, USD JPY we're watching, gold we're watching already. It's already given us lots of divergence to the upside. And then let's go and check out the BTC. The BTC actually retraced a little bit there. All right, let's go and check it out. But obviously, guys, there's guys that's moving into the dollar, and that's why we're seeing the strength. I'm not worried at all about BTC, guys. Not at all. What we've done is we've just come back again, but I anticipate us still reaching that 70,000. Guys, I'm not, there's no inch in me that is worried at the moment with BTC. There's a lot of support in this area over here. So I'm anticipating it to bounce a little bit, because when this thing starts moving, look how BTC moved from there to there. When we start moving, we're going to move. All right. So just so I'm leaving that as is. I'm leaving it as is. I'm not even touching it. I'm leaving BTC. All right. Now I need to show you something. Are you guys ready here? Let me quickly see. Hold on. Okay, when I got you, I'm going to get to you now. I need to show you something here. Some of the assets that we had looked at a couple of days ago. All right. I'm referring to last week. Okay. I'm going to show you some of those guys. One of them was the Chinese 50. This was the Chinese index. Look at this. Are we together there, guys? Look at this. So we saw quite a bit of movement there from the Chinese stocks, all right? They fell because of the semiconductor shares, all right? They actually sold off. Investors are questioning, all right? And what are they questioning? Whether AI companies will generate enough returns, all right? So attention now is shifting to China's upcoming, I believe they call it Politburo. Politburo, I think that's how they pronounce it. It's a meeting, and this meeting is for new economic policies. All right. So weakness in the Chinese markets can weigh heavily on the commodity currencies like the AUD. So do you see how spot on we were here from 15192.97 to 14,000? Look at that, 748, and it smashed it exactly on that specific area, or at that specific area. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful movement. Absolutely loved it. This one, I'm definitely going to have a look at this as we go forward. There might be some movement as a correction. Remember, impulse pullback. So that pullback may come. All right. The Hang Seng, it did not look so good, but it did not break beneath our area of 24,835. There was no substantial break. It rejected there. That's the reason why I did not enter this specific one. The Nikkei, however, look how it beautifully came to sit on the 62,000. I am just waiting for it to start diving down to 50,358 points. Right there. Right there. Spot on over there. All right. Then, sorry, Gaywin, you mentioned how did I get my time frames displaying like that below the other indicators. These are my time frames. Below which indicators are you referring to? Because do you mean these over here, these icons? Do you mean the icons? Do you mean the time frames below the icons over here? Is that what you mean? If you can just quickly let me know, man, so that I can obviously move on. All right. The drawing tools, those icons. Yes. So it's basically, it's when you go to view and you go to toolbars, you're going to find this. These are what you obviously activate. Now, you can go and shift them because they all have a separate, look at that. It's like a separate category almost, or box that those icons have been coded into. Do you see that? So you can move them around by going to, you see the small little gray perforated line? You can shift them like that. That's how I did it. You can just shift them like that. Okay, that's it. You can just shift it. It's like a perforated line on the side, and you just shift them like that. Okay, that's it. All right, do you have it there? Guys, hit the subscribe button there. Tandi is putting it, the lovely Tandi is saying it right there. We got to listen. There we go. Okay, beautiful. We listen to Tandi, guys. Hit the subscribe button. All right. So, guys, you can see the Nikkei at this point in time is still on its way down. Let's go now to the oil price. Let's go to that oil price. We've been tracking the oil price. I think we're pretty okay with these pairs for now, at least for the morning. Let's go to the oil price now. All right. Now, guys, yesterday we were spot on with the oil price. We had a beautiful move, all right, to the upside. price did come down again. We need to push above, the 88 level for us to go all the way up again. Now, the challenge we are seeing here is that we already spoke about this correction last week, saying that we're going to get something coming. And it happened now because we were right between 91 and 88. It's just gone down to that side. Now, here's the reality. Guys, the oil price can come back down again to 75. You see that? It's an absolute probability. We were spot on with the initial move from there, and we went up with the entire rally. This is a pullback that's taking place now. Nothing different from what I've been saying to you guys. Or are we together, guys? Nothing different from what I've been saying. Impulse and pullback. How deep the pullback is, let's have a look. That's the depth of the pullback at 61 on the FIB. All right. Now, I'm going to start over with the oil price. The oil price, I'm going to lead it from the hourly. All right. I'm going to lead it from the hourly. Gugu, I see your question there. Please, can you analyze gold again? Not a problem. I'll sort you out. Not a problem. I'll go there in a minute or two. Okay. It does look bullish, by the way. All right. So the oil price is getting a bit of divergence here now. A bit of divergence. And can you guys see this area over here? 93. This is obviously a pullback that's happening right now. If the dollar strengthens, we see oil go up. It's going to be beautiful. I'm not omitting us going back all the way down, guys. I cannot tell you that it's guaranteed. We're just going to push up for now all the way. No. Remember, as long as the tensions are easing in the Middle East, the oil price can come down. If the strait is open and there's no disruption in the oil supply, then that oil price can come down to the 70s again. Okay? At this point in time, what's going to be important for us, watch if you're going to buy the oil, watch this level very carefully. Right here. Just watch it. I'm just going to place it there because we're currently stuck at that zone right there. Remember, the chain, impulse, pullback, creates what? The station. To do what? To go and create a new high. High, higher high, higher high, higher high. Do you see that? So now we've come back and we have gone to 2 of those highs already. So that's why we see a correction. A pullback now from that impulse. So if price comes back, it's just coming back to this new high here, or not to the new high, to the high that had happened before. All right. So hence, I'm placing it there for you. All right. So we're going to watch that zone very carefully. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to look at this. Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. And what I'm going to do now is watch. 83. We're currently sitting here. There's no signal yet for the buyers that have come in. There's no signal yet. 88 and 100 right there. I see the CAD Twister. Apologies. I see it there. CAD JPY. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. So 93.88. All right. But watch now. Watch very carefully. Here's my blue line. And this is the line you watch. This is the line you watch. Okay. Remember, we're dealing with the hourly frame now. So this is what we're going to watch here. 85. If 85 can get done, if we can do the job on 85, we're good to go. So we'll monitor this now in a 15-minute. All right. And again, we're watching this area very closely. If price breaks below, out of there, then obviously we know oil is doing something else. There should be fundamentals that's going to validate why. So let's watch it. Right now, we've not gotten any signal yet. Please remember that. And she's not gotten any signal yet. There's a lot of divergence here. Why do I say that? Look at this. Look at that. You can see the divergence. Yeah, it's coming down, but there it's going up. So we just need to break above the 85, Brett. If the 85 gets done, if that number gets done, we lekker. 85.993, almost $86 a barrel. All right. Now, Twister, let's get your CAD JPY. Let's get your CAD JPY. Guys, I'm being specific. I'm being specific with you. As me and T's always is, we want to make sure that we give you the actual numbers. Now, remember, these numbers are not Bible. They are not black and white stone, permanent. No, these are guidelines. All right? These are guidelines to the zones. These are zones here. So at the $85 a barrel, almost $68 a barrel, that is a guiding light to say, hey, anything that pushes above this area, we've now entered into a fantastic zone where many buyers could come in there now. Very important. By the way, CHFJPY is doing phenomenal. I don't know who else has joined me on there, but I am in on CHFJPY. I am stunning right now on that one. And then also the AUD JPY, nothing yet on that one. All right, it's struggling to come to the 113. And then let's go to that CAD JPY now. CAD JPY. Let me move it up. We're at 1001. We're doing well, guys. We're doing well. Also, the GBP yen, I will be there in a sec. I'm going to go there as well. We need to do some recon on that one. Hold on. CAD JPY. Where's the oil price now? I think I moved it. Here we go. I moved it to the back. Forgive me, traders. Oil price now. I'm just moving it to the front because we're tracking them together in one single line. Okay. All right. So let's just look at this quickly. So we have AUD USD. All right, great. We have USD JPY. Great. Very volatile, the sucker. All right. Please be careful with the USD JPY. Gold price. We're still waiting for it. 4060. There's already buyers in here. Okay. There's already buyers in here, guys. Just hear me today. There's already buyers there in the gold price, okay? Oil price waiting for 85. CAD JPY. I've got the hourly on here. All right, I got the hourly on here. Now I'm already in a short here. There is just way too many, or there's just way too much divergence here. The hourly frame, I'm anticipating 11:15 first. Let me make that black so you can see. All right, and then I'm seeing 114 there. Now, we've already broken below the key areas. Where was the key area, Ash? The key area was here, my people. Right there, 115. Now, I'm not oblivious to the following, please. You see these highs here? Ash is not oblivious to these highs here. Why? Because price could correct. Impulse, pullback. I'm not oblivious to that. So I'm watching those areas very carefully. But I still anticipate price to be pushing down and giving us a beautiful result here. Obviously, systematically, gradually till there. But we could get a pullback first from that specific area. Please, guys, make sure that you see the detail of that. We could be getting pullback first because of these highs here. There's just a lot of selling and buying in terms of the war going on here. Look at this. It's absolutely crazy. All right. Google, let's go back to the gold there for you, my friend. Okay, and then I need to go to the GBP yen. So the gold price is already buyers in here, guys. There's already buyers. It's already above our zone over here. I think I'm going to increase when I get to, above this area here. The moment I'm above this area here, because I'm scalping. So I'm watching it very carefully, all right? So the moment I get above here, the moment price can just go above here, I'm going to increase for myself. I'm anticipating it to push to the upside. I'm already seeing buyers in here at this point in time. Remember, the FOMC is tomorrow, so a lot can happen. A lot can happen. I mean, we had a beautiful move, all right? Fantastic move yesterday with the closing of that gap. So correcting that area now is what we're also seeing there. All right. All right. All right. Okay. And then GBP yen, guys. Let's go and check out the GBP yen now. And then we'll get to NAS. GBP yen, same thing. These highs, I said it before and I'll say it again. These highs are dangerous. You know how many stop losses are sitting here? It's there. Because the moment price fell and came down, there were guys that got in there. There were guys that got in at that rejection. There's guys that got in here. There's guys that got in there. There's stop losses sitting here and then some trailing stop losses. There's also sell stops, all right, that was triggered. When price came down, boom, in. When boom, boom, boom. All of these areas are sell stop zones, pending orders, all right? And so then they place stop losses there. So guess what happens? Go up, take the liquidity, bam, and then we come down. So I'm very aware of this. When you're scalping, guys, listen to Ash. When you're scalping, all right, you're looking at zone. Your zones are more important. That's why you got to know where pending orders. So you can always look at the depth of market to also help you with that, you know. And we'll deal with some of that as we do go along, all right? We'll deal with some of that. But just know that there were many sell orders, many sell limits. Remember, sell limits there, sell limits here, sell limits there, sell limits. It's packed with orders here. So all need just one more sweep. Boom! And then we come down. All right. So watch the GBP very carefully. Okay. Then we have NAS100. Spot on with this one yesterday. Did very well. Pushed down. Did what it needed to do. Now you can see there's a bit of divergence that is now kicked in. Ash, where is the divergence? All right. Well, if you insist. Do you see this area here? That's the first zone of divergence. This is the second zone of divergence. So what you actually seeing here, all right, what you actually seeing, let me draw what you're actually seeing. It looks obscured, but some of the guys that were in our classes, they will remember I spoke to them about this. And I said to them, what they're essentially witnessing in real time, this is what's actually being drawn or printed. It just doesn't look like it because the price is slanted. All right. So I'm going to show it to you like this. Watch. Here's my arrow. You see this one here, this line is actually this area here. It's that zone. This area is right here. That area is right there. This area is right here. That zone is there. And now we're waiting for that to form there. Can't make this stuff up, guys. It looks slanted here, downtrend, but essentially this is what it looks like. This is what it actually looks like. And unless you train your eye to start seeing price movement, price action, guys, you're always going to think that downtrend, break trend line, and then we wait for the buy. See, that's the easy way. That's the reason why here, price, when it broke the trend line, because if there was a trend line here like that, and it broke it, all right, look, price still went down. So it never went up. That's why you can't believe that. It's that simple. There's no way you can believe it's that simple because price did exactly that. It came up, broke the trend line, that black one right there, and then so now you'd be, you know, in quite a dichotomy there because you'll place your stop loss here, then price hits your stop loss, and then later on comes up. It's because you're missing and you're failing to see the picture. And until you can do that, it's going to be a challenge. So let's start fresh here now. 1 hour. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for this to arise, that area, the right-hand side of this image. Okay? So let's start over. We're waiting for that side to arise. Okay. So here's the first area. So we're going to move from there. We're still at the 29 area. It's going to be a big move. It's a massive move. So and there's two spots. All right. It has two spots. The first stop is here. That's the first spot that we're anticipating it to stop. 28,000. This is for later on. That's for later on. Okay. Right now, what we do need from price is to commit. We need some NAS commitment here now. Okay, and this is our commitment level. Hold on. Right here. That's our commitment level. Then, after the commitment has been made, expect a bit of anger from the sellers in this area. Our commitment zone has not been given. Our commitment to this buy is not there yet. Okay, lots of divergence, but our commitment is not in yet. This, forget this. All right, this was yesterday. We're dealing with today. I'll say it again. Because that was a gem. All right, this was yesterday. Today, we've not committed. You see that area? There's no commitment there. We need commitment. So let me put the number there. They say everybody has a price. Well, I don't know. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me that. Maybe everyone has a price. Sounds like a lot of philosophy to me. All right. So 28,000. 28,016. And we need price to commit above that area. If we can get that commitment, I'm talking 5 minutes, I'm talking 10 minutes. I don't really care what time frame, because we are scalping. I'm really looking to scalp this one very nicely to the upside. So let's see. Maybe at 1500 hours at the US Open, we're gonna see some fantastic movement here, guys. So please keep your eyes peeled for NAS. I'm actually gonna move this one up because this looks lacquer. All right. So let's loop back. What do we have? What do we have this morning? This is our playlist. It's our buffet. All right. Let me pause. Make sure everybody's here. Is everybody still here? Quickly, guys. Show some love there. Let's quickly see where's the guys. Are you guys getting cold? Is it cold on your side? What's happening there? Quickly put it in the chat facility. It's our second day in the week. Let's quickly see what is happening over there. Are you guys cold or not? All right, you guys are here. So I take it you guys are focused. I'll say you guys are focused. Should I put it like that? There we go. AV Trade, I see you. Should have freezing. Okay. Cold. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, not a problem. There's a lot of empathy at TD. We are good listeners. All right. So the guys are focused, and the guys and guys, make sure you have your MT5s open, by the way. Make sure you have your TD account and MT5 open, because you want to obviously draw some of these levels in there. All right. I see Brian as well. Freezing. Okay. All right. Well, I can't say the same for me, man. Guys, I don't know. I'm not going to say my location. Disclose. I'm not going to disclose the location. It's one of those listening ones. Yes. Tato, I'm going to say this. Guys, I actually appreciate that. There we go. I actually appreciate what you're saying, because sessions will be different. Yesterday we had bangers. I'm sure you guys can agree. Yesterday we had bangers. It was crazy. It was nuts in terms of where we were going with the energy and so forth. Not that the energy is not here, but I appreciate what you're saying there. Yes, some will be more relaxed. Other days will be crazy. All right. So today, what do we have on our plate? We have AUD USD, beautiful long that we are waiting for here. All right, to 0.69956. We got USD JPY. Remember, what was the caution with this one? Very volatile. We have the interest rates for the US dollar. That's the base side. But then the yen here, government intervention with Japan. They can create problems. All right, as well. Whether they help or not, it creates problems. All right, whether they come and intervene or not, either choice will create strength for the dollar or weakness for the dollar. All right, so we watch that. Then we have the gold price. Look at the gold price here. Rejected. Let's wait. There's a lot of buyers in here. You can see the fight. It's been fighting, this entire morning already. It has committed. But let's see if the commitment falls through or if it, pans out. I'll be watching these lows very carefully, and I'm going to show you the area. You see, I'm on the 5-minute, and this is the zone. I'm taking that area. I'm watching this carefully here, right there. Okay? You'll be watching this with me today. That's the gold price now. Apalele, you're also looking at US30. Not a problem. We'll sort that one out quickly, all right? Then we have the oil price. Commitment above $85 a barrel. It's not there yet. Nothing yet. NAS, commitment above 28,016. Nothing yet. Or 28016.15. No commitment has been seen there today. In fact, the opposite has happened. The opposite has happened. Okay. Hold on. I'll share something with you at 3 that I want you to go and check. CAD, JPY. Like I said, those highs, I'm not surprised. I said to you, there are many sellers here. There's many triggers from there, even there. Guys got in here, guys got in there, guys got in here. They sold here. They put the stop losses here. So if price goes up, sweeps all those stop losses, guess what? Then we have more money enough to come down. We are already in the train. So the only way we get out, the only way that I really would not want to stay in here is if we break. Right now, still seeing it happen. Okay? Remember, we are dealing with an impulse there, and this is the pullback. So Ash is dealing with the pullback here now. So if this pullback has not reached enough liquidity to go down, so be it. The only time I'm really going to be moved here is if we break above and we break the head. See the head there? Remember the head? The foot? If we break the head of that impulse, I'm out. Because then we're going to another head. It's that simple. Don't need to over analyze that. All right? It's done. Then GBP yen still looking good here. It's obviously doing what it's doing as well. I spoke exactly the same thing there. NZD USD still in here, 57. It's taking a bit of time, but I mean, if anyone else is still in the NZD USD, guys, I mean, you can take your profits now as well. All right. Are we together? You can definitely take profits if you'd like to. You can see that we've been absolutely spot on with the NZD USD. I don't know if there's anyone else. All right. AV Trader, those parameters that I'm using there, my friend, I'm using 14. Okay. I'm using 14. That's what I'm using on that RSI, my friend. Okay. Then US30. US30. Now, guys, we've also been phenomenal when it comes to the US30. But for the sake of clarity, you guys know what it is. Let's start it off. All right. Let's start it off. You got it, the AV? 14. Okay. Just let me know if you got it. 14 period. All right. And the reason for that is I'm trying to use the most recent movements. That's about 2 weeks there. Okay. If you're looking at it from an hourly perspective, daily perspective, I'm looking at it from that angle, about 2 weeks, because I'm not trying to trade long extended periods in the trading room. Okay, in the trading room, I'm giving you guys now real time. It's happening. Here we are. We're pushing. Okay, we're pushing. If it's an hourly, it's about 14 hours or so, but it's for that purpose, so that we stay glued to the movement. Okay, so I just wanted to give context there so that you know why you are doing it. Okay, so US30 hourly frame, guys. Remember I said I want minutes. If there's nothing on the minutes, then obviously I'll look for hourlies. Okay, so NAS and US30 could be pushing together. Let's see. We had a sell-off here as well yesterday, and it was phenomenal. All right, you see the 15-minute is not giving me what I need here, unless I do it like this. Okay, let me just do it like this. So I have a zone there now, 52,000. Let's do some work on this one, and then I'll show you where the commitment is. I'll show you where the commitment is. We've not passed the commitment yet. We've not passed the commitment yet for the day. So I have the 100 there. I have the 50 here. We've touched the 50. My word. This is a 15-minute frame, okay, guys? 15-minute frame. But the commitment is above the 50, guys. The fifth, the commitment of the US30 is at 52348. 52348. Okay, once we gooi above there, now US30 can be crazy, guys. The challenge that I'm seeing here with the US30, there is an issue here. There's an issue here. You see that? This zone, there's an issue. There's a lot of activity there that is, for whatever reason, it has not calmed down completely. So let's look at it again. So 5 minutes. See that? A lot of issues here. Issues meaning we have almost like a spring that's contracting. If I go to a 10-minute, can you see impulse? There's no pullback. That's why I said this is an issue zone. So what we need is we need commitment now above 52,348. Please do not tell me I didn't say it to you. It's 52348.35. That zone, watch it very, very carefully now today. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm loving the NAS way more than I'm loving the US30. But I understand why you'd want that US30 sucker today. Okay, so watch it. Apalele, watch the US30. All right, we're doing very well, by the way. We got a nice deck moving here. So let's quickly move back. We got about almost 10 pairs, 10 assets. 1, AUD USD. What are we waiting for? Follow through. We're waiting for follow through. Okay, then we're waiting for USD JPY. Volatile, remember. Gold. Look at gold. I'm in on gold already. I got in. I'm going to leave it now to run. I'm already in on gold. Then I got oil. Remember I said to you commitment above 85. And I said to you, beware of 82. Okay, beware of 82. Because if you buy now and we go down, stop losses. Don't forget stop losses. There were buyers that were here and then stop losses. So all the guys that got in there, remember they get 15%, guys. From here is about 15%. Let me do it from there to there, 11%. So imagine if you put 10 standard lots here, Shira. All right. Are we together? Imagine you put 10 standard lots in here, Brett. From there to there. 11% growth. That's massive. That's massive. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right. So obviously there was a lot of profit taking here. When price came down, 1, 2, I can tell you these guys already took profits because they saw 1, 2, we're already on this side. We're coming down more, right? So they took their profits, and then obviously we have quite a bit of slippage. All right. Orders disappear, meaning guys take their profits. No more money holding it up. Boom, we come down straight up. So there's still some more stop losses that's left here. There's some guys that held in because they thought from here we're going to go up. All right. And the stop losses are still in place. So from there to there, that's the risk. Some are breaking even. Some are going to go into a drawdown. At the end of the day, guys, what we're dealing with right now is a possible danger zone at $82 a barrel. We need a commitment above 85. That's it. That's it. NAS100, look at this beauty here. If we can get a commitment above 28, oh yeah, oh yeah. So guys, at 12, if I'm in already, when I come back at midday with you, if I'm in already, please understand I'm in because I got a commitment today. That's it. And I'm using the minute frames here. I'm looking for a nice fat candle. It's going to be above that 28,016. That's it. Simple. And then CAD JPY. I'm not going to spend time on this one too much today because I think we're at the same place. A lot of triggers here, stop losses. I think they're going to take them out first. Same with GBP yen. Take those stop losses out. NZD USD. I'm waiting for it. I'll probably take my profits, during the course of today because I'm seeing a bit of divergence happen here. In fact, let me not even waste any time. Done. All right, so I'm out on NZD USD. I'm seeing divergence, and I wouldn't want to, wait for price to be pushing up till there. So it's okay. It's okay. So it's now the gold and the NAS. All right, so US30 also, look at this commitment about 52,348. Guys, what a banger of a start today. Eyes glued to the screen, MT5 platforms open. Make your notes, write down notes. It's not only about levels, but listen for the gems. Listen for the techniques, because that's going to help. Remember, this is a danger zone. Impulse, pullback. If that pullback comes and you're in and you put your stop loss, you're in trouble. Let's wait for follow through. Let's wait for commitment, because after commitment comes, I'll wait for the pullback. I'll then measure. I'll measure where I can possibly go in. And if price doesn't want to come in here, I'm going heavy skill on 1 minute frames. All right, so I'm going to wait for it. Okay, so let's see what happens between now and 12 o'clock. Guys, we're pushing. We're doing well today. All right, and I'll see you guys at 12 o'clock. Bye, dankie mense. Siyabonga. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Ashley Reeve here, and I'm checking out. Ciao, ciao.